guess just talk me through initially your thoughts on firstly that finish in the fourth quarter particularly.
Look, it was great for us to show some resolve. They did a good job in the third quarter to make it a game, and for us to stay with it and not, let the emotion, like the arena got a nice atmosphere about it there at one stage. So we weathered that storm again, and as a team we did a great job of handling the situation. But then, Bryce made some big time shots.
Awesome. Chris, do you want to lead off on that?
Yeah, sure. John, it was an interesting challenge because Taco obviously creates a different look than anybody else that probably the league ever has, and obviously he had a good night, but you're able to take full advantage, especially in the first half when he was off the floor, and then you had a guy like Matt Murray just throwing the third quarter, but then you're able to withstand that. I mean, to finish the way you did, I think it was a 14-5 run to close the game. How happy were you that you took a lot of good shots, but you still prevailed?
Yeah, and I think that was first half. We started the game off well. We had a nice patch offensively, and we were playing really efficiently. Second quarter, we were still getting some good shots, but we weren't making them. But we had too many spectators instead of getting in on the glass. But then I think I need to certainly put a better eye on it, but we got a lot of second chance points, a lot of loose balls in the second half, and especially in the fourth. So once we addressed that, and we had a good tenacity about how we went about things, especially in that fourth quarter.
I think the rebounding is a great point. I think at one point in that first half it was something like 20-5, but then you're able to crash the glass the rest of the game, and 15 offensive rebound was really important. How were you able to go from really struggling on the boards to having a really good game the rest of the way?
During the timeout, I just talked really nicely and asked them to rebound.
But I mean, seriously, how much of a difference does it make? I mean, those 15 offensive rebounds to get those second looks is crucial in that.
Look, I think in any league, and especially in the NBL, if you can win that battle, you give yourself a really good chance. And we just didn't do that in the second half because we got a little laissez-faire with the game because we were getting some good looks and we were making them in the first quarter. So then we just too many spectators. And once we readdressed that, you saw the benefit of that.
What's the challenge coming up with a plan to try to limit the impact of someone like Taco? And then it's a completely different game when he's off the floor as well. So then you almost have to have two different game plans for a game like this.
Oh, not when you have Jesse Wagstaff on your roster. And as much as they scheme, we're allowed to scheme as well.
No, of course. Bryce, nice to get a win, another 41 points for you, but to get a win and to be 4-1 in this road stretch, how good is that of a feeling if you take out that Hawks game?
I mean, it's great considering the point of the year we're in. We're in that final stretch, and to have so many games on the road, I think it's a good test for us to try to prep for playoffs. But no matter how good or play we go in one specific week, we got to move on to the next because of where all the teams sit in the ladder. Every game is the biggest game of the year until we play the last one.
The game was up for grabs with 5 minutes to go, and then you took over and the team took over. What did you like from what the team did in the last 5 minutes to secure that win?
I think the grit that we played with, being able to get a couple 50-50 balls, giving us some second chance possessions. We might miss a good look, get the rebound, kick it back out, get to the line. Little things like that created the momentum, and then guys start to feel good, and we hit some big shots.
John, just the last one from me, then I'll let Craig take over. You mentioned Jesse before. Last time when you played there in Perth, you set him for the battle with Taco, and Taco didn't last very long, but you set him again for it tonight, and his job was just to make life tough for him, and he did a really good job. I'm sure he's exhausted after his 18 minutes right now, but he did the best he could.
Yeah, look, he's smart and cagey, and that's what you need to do, or that's what we need to do with how our roster's built. So he was up for the challenge, and everyone, David Quera did a good job, come out of the third quarter and started with some good minutes for us. So it's an accumulated effort, but Jesse understands how to defend someone like that.
Let's revisit the question Chris had about the road record now. You're under before you went on this stretch, and now you've turned it around. Bryce, what did you feel has been the difference in this stretch compared to earlier on in the year?
I think we just have an appreciation for each possession throughout the games more than we did earlier in the season. Because no matter what good plays or bad plays happen in the fourth quarter, sometimes the game is won by a play in the first half. And just kind of having that mindset of understanding literally every possession can win or lose you a game, I think it's been a game changer for us.
Do you feel this has set you up for the rest of the season? Because we know that once you finish the next ones in 2 games, that you'll be back home for a long time.
Nothing set us up. I've been on a team where we were second on the ladder with 7 games to go and missed the playoffs. So nothing is set until it's set.
I suppose that's another indication in your mindset. No complacency at any stage, no matter whether you're playing well personally or the team's playing well or the team's poor.
That's a team mindset. We all remind ourselves of that because, again, this ladder is so tight. So every game matters, and it's not done until it's done.
And John, your ability to get to the free throw line and your ability to convert once you get there, like that's been so crucial for you. And can you talk a bit about the approach to that and how you like sort of making sure they're doing the appropriate practice to get it all done?
Look, our mindset is first and foremost to play good team basketball at the offensive end, create some good spacing to let guys utilize their skill set in those moments. And then if we don't have success in that possession, we better rebound at a high level so then we can find that. And, you know, it's an accumulation of just doing the little things over time that hopefully we can wear guys down. And the reward is the foul line.
And just finally, we shouldn't get like today's all about what Bryce is doing. That's 5 now already, it's at 40. Like, are you shaking your head still going what he is doing this season?
No, I like it. Let's keep going.
Cool.
I'll rephrase, how unbelievable is what he's doing this season?
Yeah, but we've talked about this, like the application he has before the game starts is what allows him to do this individually, but then his teammates are doing a great job of playing their role to allow his success, but also our team's success. And it's amazing, a team when you start to form as we are, like you need everyone being a star in their role. And, you know, I can go down the list, but Todd Withers, great example. Jesse Wagstaff, like David Quera, Keanu Pinder since he's been back, Ben Henschel. Like we got young guys starting the game and growing through these moments. So that's what I like to see, and that's what I'm proud of, is like Bryce is killing it. But everyone's doing their role. Like Dylan Windler, I don't know how many points he ended up with tonight, but that guy influenced the game. And he's happy to influence the game in a lot of different ways.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you, Bill.
Cheers.